Yes, wrestling is more than one royal family. Along with Michelle Smallmon, Chris Canty, Evan Cohen with you. And joining us now in studio, QB1, the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes, here on UnSportsmanLike Wrestlepalooza, 7 p.m. Eastern, Saturday night, ESPN App, against Drew McIntyre. This is awesome. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you. And again, I just spoke about this, but I feel like we've got a missed opportunity here. Wrestlepalooza is a pretty tricky name.
Yeah.
But wrestling is filled with ridiculous names.
Yeah.
So I feel like we've got to give it something like Wrestlepalooza.
Wrestlepalooza. Like, oh, I have to. Like the
I mean, you can put some like Palooza.
Some emphasis.
Yeah, because otherwise you're just, you're kind of saying it, and it's like,
it falls flat a little bit.
Yeah, let's give that thing.
Let's amp it up.
Yeah.
It's wrestling.
Cody just suggests that my intro fell flat. I just want to make sure about it.
That's what I heard.
Because I love Cody Rhodes.
He's just trying to help you be better.
Okay, Wrestlepalooza, like the Howard WNBC.
Yeah,
No, I need a little, as Cody says, some grip behind
Yeah,
it.
Okay.
Wrestlepalooza.
There.
There you
That's
go.
I
That's
don't know.
better?
Maybe.
That's-
We don't know. He's a work in progress. He's a work in progress.
Oh my God, Cody is here, and he is the biggest superstar in the WWE right now, and he is loved and beloved by everyone. But I want to go back in time. Why did leaving the WWE make you the biggest superstar in the WWE?
It was really, at the time that I left, it was just unheard of. Typically, WWE would cut ties with you, and I was a legacy hire, so I was going to be there forever, just a little nepo baby. And I'd also done really good work, and I was one of the last guys on the live events to wrestle Triple H when he was still going, The Undertaker when he was still going. But I think it was important for them to establish, even though I came to work to WWE as a child. I was 20 years old when I first got under contract, and I was 21 when I debuted on the show. I think it was important for them to know I was not a kid anymore, and that I had accrued a lot of good business sense. I'd accrued a lot of great wrestling sense from the people I just mentioned, and I wanted to stretch beyond where I was. And again, that was fairly unheard of at the time to leave. It was even more unheard of to leave and be able to create something and get a little bit what we can say is an underground scene, an alternative scene, a different flavor. And this is everywhere I went. This isn't just one company. And I was surrounded by great people who I learned so much from them. And I don't know, it's kind of a silly parallel, but if you ever watch The Lion King, when he goes away and he's like meets Timon and Pumbaa, and start eating bugs and living their life. I don't know. It's I had that experience when I went away, and I was able to come back far more complete me. Still trying to learn every day for sure, but it was very very different in wrestling at the time.
So you found your Hakuna Matata.
Yeah, I did.
You did.
I did.
You found it
yeah.
somewhere.
It means no worries,
That's right.
Right.
Well, you said you're 21 when you make your debut. You had this Nepo baby moniker that you're trying to shake. How did that inform how you wanted to start your career, knowing that you were doing it at a young age and that people already were going to assign that to you?
I think I've seen a lot of second and third generation guys who buckle under the idea of either getting to the level of their predecessor, their mom or their dad, or maybe they're naturally pretty good at this because it's in their bones and their blood, but then they don't work as hard as someone who doesn't have those opportunities. I looked at it a little differently in a sense that I selfishly wanted to be better because that's kind of how my dad raised me. We're always in some sort of weird alpha competition, whatever it may be. And I wanted to be better than he was. And my dad, to me, is a Mount Rushmore guy. My dad is, how could you ever be better? So the only thing I could really think of is do things he didn't do. And that's always the slant I took. I didn't think of it so much as a shadow, as more than anything like a light, very inspiring. But it's tough when they expect, you hear your name, they expect what they might have seen with your mom or your dad, and you can give them a little of that, but if you give them too much of that, then you're not you. So it's a tricky road. I'm good enough at this point, though. I feel like I've worked my way through it.
Cody, you've been around this all your life, generations of family members in professional wrestling. I'm curious to know from your perspective, how does this partnership with ESPN change what you expect to see and what people can expect from the WWE?
This is such a huge opportunity for us being, hopefully a leader in sports entertainment to come to the home of sports. To come to the home of sports in our whole world. And this being such a big platform, it's an opportunity for those who are on board with sports entertainment, pro wrestling. It's the hottest it's ever been, for them to find it in such a great place, one-stop shop with ESPN. It's also an opportunity for people who have not watched in a while, who stepped out to see what it is that we're doing and why all this noise is being made. And my hope is that it's not so much the matches, it's more the characters. You'll find someone like a Rhea Ripley, for example, that you like, or if it's me or my opponent, Drew McIntyre, it's special. And I'll say this, something I learned from Roman Reigns. We don't talk a lot, but he said something to me that really stuck out with me, and it's very sincere, is that WWE and pro wrestling in general, going to such a big platform like ESPN, it's really everything that our dads ever worked for. So that's always kind of there, like, whew, they did it all, and then we get to revel in this wonderful success, so we better bring it. And I think you'll see that with Wrestlepalooza.
I had to work on this. Cody Rhodes is here, the WWE Undisputed Champion. He is the best in the game right now. Wrestlepalooza coming Saturday night, 7 p.m. Eastern, Gamebridge Fieldhouse to ESPN and the ESPN app. He is going up against Drew McIntyre. I want to go back and talk about your dad for a second, Dusty Rhodes. How do you take in what I'm about to say, which is when it's all said and done, your career is going to be better than his?
Got him. This is a silly thing, but our crowds have been so loud lately, especially when we go overseas, internationally, and then now they're challenging, like the Indianapolis crowd. I bet you will be louder than any crowd we had over international. It's just now there's just interactivity with what we're doing in the ring and what's happening in the crowd. I like to get them as loud as possible for as long as possible, and my hope, my romantic hope of it all, is that no matter what you believe in, he can hear it. So for me, I just like to accrue those moments where he can hear it. And if I was to do some things beyond what an unbelievable legacy he had, then I would be doing right by him, because, this was like throw the bronze medal out the window type guy. He was not. He was a winning. He wanted to be a winning franchise.
The greatest thing that I've ever heard with your dad and you is, so Cody Rhodes is a superstar, unbelievable athlete. Yet you are on the verge of refusing to ever play basketball because of your dad. Explain.
It's a terrible situation. So I played basketball with my dad every day after school, every day. And my dad had, one of the things that was unique about him is he was this big roly-poly dude, but he would subvert your expectations with crazy athleticism. And his basketball was part of that. He had just this like moon shot and this hook shot. And never, ever beat him from the time I was, I want to say 9 to 17. Never even got close in like a simple game of horse to beating him. Plus, there's this footage of him at a charity game playing the Charlotte Police Force, and he is just out there putting his life into it. He's draining three-pointers. He's playing also like disciplined. It doesn't just look like a calamity charity game. Like, he's playing disciplined basketball. At the time, he was the boss, and he had told the crew with him that if we lose, you're fired. So he was very into it. But so Fanatics, God bless Michael Rubin and Fanatics and what they do, they had this Fanatics game set up at Fanatics Fest, and I'm trying to focus on the signings, the meet and greets, all the fun stuff where you get to connect with the fans. So I didn't really put a lot of effort into the games. I can't say I didn't put no effort into it, though. I just didn't put a lot into it. So I went out to do the basketball bit, and I missed every shot. And not just, like, I missed every shot. Every shot.
And people expect you're going to be good.
Yeah.
You're physically better than your dad.
I think it was Bailey. Bailey asked me, do my knees work? Because I took like a little it's nerve-wracking, and then the MC for the event's like, all right, one more. Let's get come on, man, get one more. It was so bad. So yeah, now I told them if I do the games next year, which is a great idea. Tom Brady won the games this year. I said if I do the games next year, I'm going to play just that's it. Nothing else. I'm coming to win. Otherwise, can't live with that embarrassment again.
No, you can't.
Yeah.
You have to come
Not
back
a single
and
shot.
get revenge.
Not a single shot.
I understand.
That's so.
I just bounced a first pitch at the Brewers-Cardinals game, so I understand the
Really?
pressure getting the best of you.
But congrats on the first pitch.
Look at him. Glass half
Did
full.
you throw
Glass half full.
Glass half full.
Look
I
at
threw
that.
from the mound.
Did you throw from the mound?
I threw from the mound.
Yeah, so you did all you needed to do.
Evan, Canty, Cody Rhodes said I did a good job.
You did all you needed to do. Yeah.
They said I was a disappointment.
Cody, you haven't
I
seen
failed.
it.
Well, if you threw from the mound, my wife did a first pitch one time for in Cleveland, and all you gotta do is throw it from the mound. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Exactly.
Making me feel better.
Exactly. What did we tell you? Throw it from the mound.
I did.
Yeah.
You had to throw it from the mound.
bullying her.
yeah, no. It's like ever since George did it at the famous Yankees game, and he goes out there, and we have to do it. We have to throw it from the mound. But you did great.
Thank you, Cody.
You did great. It's okay.
this?
Yeah.
Evan's your biggest fan, so now he's going to say I did a good job.
Oh,
too.
yeah,
Thank
you were
for
great.
this.
I thought you were great. Wrestlepalooza!
You want to know what's a really great first pitch that actually gets me uniquely fired up? Like I'll watch it on the treadmill and be like, yeah. Is Nolan Ryan coming back when he's much older and just throwing heat?
Yeah.
Something about that literally is like, I can go 10 more minutes on this treadmill.
Wait, I love that you're watching that on the treadmill.
Yeah,
That's
so I
amazing.
watch treadmills, all crowd reactions, baseball crowd reactions, pro wrestling crowd reactions. It's the
Wow.
only thing because after a while the music just ain't cutting it.
Sure.
You know,
Who
it's
gets the
like,
reaction you're jealous of? All-time WWE reaction that you are jealous of?
oh my gosh. I don't know if there's one that because with WWE now they do the whoa when I come out and it's
so good.
so crazy because I had that song forever and now we are just singing along. I think the greatest reaction I ever saw, and Indianapolis can very likely top it, I know they're thinking of topping it, is France. As far as pro wrestling goes, Lyon for me, Paris most recently for WWE, but I was in the ring with AJ Styles and I couldn't hear, like if we were talking now, I couldn't hear. And he was discreetly telling me we're about to run off the air, but it was so loud for him singing a song that our hard camera was shaking. And I thought, as much as
the song is awesome.
you want your moment, you know. But I remember watching that and thinking,
This is pretty cool.
I'm so glad I get to be in the ring. I have
Cody
this
wanted
story
to go to
with
the
him.
treadmill.
That's really cool.
That's a good one.
Seriously.
Yeah, that's a good moment. Yeah, it's a treadmill moment.
Cody, so you got Drew McIntyre on deck,
Yeah.
sizing him up, tail of the tape. What do you have that he doesn't?
Well, I feel like my first answer to this question, people didn't fully understand. Drew's 6'5", 280. He's a wrestler's wrestler, like real heavyweight wrestling. But let me frame it up for what Drew's focus is more than anything, and maybe that's it. I just focus on this. I live and breathe WWE. It's my favorite thing. I get to be the champ. I'm honored by that. But Drew put out a post, and hopefully this isn't too unsavory for this moment. Drew put out a post recently that said, "The Rock wants Cody's soul, but I want his ass." And I feel like just that's all I need right there. I'm good.
That's all you are looking at on the treadmill now?
You already blew it. Just in the bit, you already, again, one of the most dangerous guys we have in all sports entertainment, no matter how you look at it. He is the definition of a main event every night, anywhere, is what Drew can do. And we have a very similar story leaving WWE and coming back the way. But his focus on the social media aspect of his character, I feel like puts me at an advantage. I also think he's a cat guy, and I'm a dog guy.
Oh,
Yeah.
Big difference.
yeah,
Big difference.
that's a big
It's
difference.
a big difference. Where are you at on this, right? Are you dog people or cat people?
Come on, Cody. Obviously, I'm a dog girl.
Yeah,
There
right?
you go. There you go. There you go.
Do I look like a cat lady?
Barking. We had
Come on.
Braun Breaker in here yesterday barking too.
Dude, I love Braun Breaker, and he's not going to like me saying this, but I'm glad you talked to him because Braun Breaker is. I didn't think this at first, and I don't mean this with any disrespect. I do think it now, though. He's the future WWE. He's definitely someone that we're positioning to be there as we go. And I mean, main event of WrestleMania, potentially, the big stuff, win a WWE title, all these things. But watching him be interviewed is fun because it's a little new to him.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
So seeing this guy who barks and spears people at 3 million miles an hour just kind of lock in and, we're WWE. It's on ESPN. It's so
That's literally what happened
it's
yesterday.
making my day because I already know this guy's probably going to beat me at some point down the road. But at least I'm going to enjoy this period of time where he's just hi, because he's amazing.
Yeah.
He really, if you come and see him, you'll be very blown away with what Braun can do. But I'm enjoying this period of time. It's like a franchise quarterback. This is like rookie year. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? Let's make him buy a few
They're getting
dinners.
acclimated.
You know what I'm saying?
That's a good
All right,
way to
so,
say it.
so staying with football analogies, I'm in daddy training camp right now.
Yes.
I'm doing all of the coaching and all that stuff. My wife and I are expecting our first one early January.
Congrats.
Thank you. I appreciate
Yes.
that. Now, I know you just had a baby girl. You're
crazy.
second, so I need some advice coming from the legend. What do you have for me, first time dad, getting ready to bring baby home?
This will sound, I'm going to try and make this sound really nice because the way I always deliver it, it's like, oh, I didn't love that advice. What you'll notice as dad or as papa, because Liberty is 4 now and still calls me papa, so I think it's sticking, and I kind of want that. You'll find that you're the least important person in the house. And that role is an important role to accept. Mama, babies. That's it. You're just there. you're gonna be the punching bag here and there. You're gonna have to take the heat. If you ever watch Bluey, so here's the secret about Bluey: the dad's not a moron. He just plays a moron, right? And I think there's a little bit of that, like play dumb a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
As somebody with
Love
2
this.
kids, I'll tell you how you become the most important person in the house is when you sit next to Cody Rhodes on TV.
That's right.
Let me, we have about a minute or
Congratulations.
so
Thank you.
left,
Thank you.
Cody. And Wrestlepalooza.
Palooza.
Saturday night, 7 p.m. Eastern, ESPN app. Cody Rhodes, a part of it. 10 years from now, do you want to be where Triple H is right now, or where you still are right now?
I think there's starting to become a fight for it, and I didn't see that at first. I thought, well, obviously, I'm the best candidate. I don't
want to run the place.
I don't know if I'm actually the best candidate.
No, but you want to run the place?
I felt like I had some experience, and I'd be interested in something like that. But also, it's very clear that CM Punk is really great at helping develop young talent. He probably has a knack for it more than anybody. Seth Rollins is a little bit more rough around the edges, but probably would be an outstanding boss. When it comes down to it, I'd love to throw my name in the hat. I don't know if I'm ready to do it officially yet, but I like the fact that there's the 3 of us, plus there's tons of other people. Bailey, Roman will always have a say. Just you've got an older locker room right now, so eventually those positions, see if you can do good, because it's not always booking. The industry is not easy, and Triple H doing a great job. So thankfully, we have him for quite some time.
And he's the one who, obviously, along with Nick Cotton and others, made the WWE ESPN partnership where we have
Yeah, shout out to Nick, huh? Wrestlepalooza.
Coming up Saturday, 7 p.m. Eastern, ESPN app. Cody Rhodes, the American Nightmare.